inside stage 50. This is actually where we filmed a really cool scene for the hit TV show Bones. Check it out.
Look, there's Sweets.
He looks very upset.
When I talked to him, he said the guy died in his arms.
That's with the FBI?
FBI, yeah. We hear about the human remains.
That's him. Right over there.
That scene was filmed right here inside of stage 50, which is actually a very unique sound stage because this is the only two-level sound stage we have here. Right now we're in the bottom level, made to look like a subway station, but right above us is another set, made to look like a metropolitan city street. That comes in really handy if you want to get one continuous shot of it. Whoa! Don't worry, it's just a small California travel we get from time to time, so don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! Okay, maybe you can worry just a little bit. This could be the big one, so just hang on tight. Oh no, the ceiling is collapsed back there.
I can see.
Some gas truck. Look out, guys! Wait a minute, what time is it? Oh man, the 105 train is due to arrive on the opposite track. I really hope they stop this train in time though, guys. The ceiling collapse. Now I'm gonna make sure the train comes barreling through the set. Like it is right now. Guys, you gotta hit those brakes right now. You get a crash, you don't gotta hit those brakes right now. Stop the train. Whoa, whoa! That was close. The good news, the earthquake has stopped. Bad news, the water needs broken. This area is gonna flood up pretty quick. It's kind of like deja vu, right? We just experienced that. That's just what it looks like on television.
That was awesome.
Now guys, we do have a very rich Western history here at Universal Studios, one of the early genres that we pioneered, along with our horror movie genre. So guess what? More Western sets! Yeah! We're going to take you down 6 Points, Texas. It's called 6 Points because it actually has 6 connecting Western street sets. It had everything you need to have a Western happen, which is its own bar, its own hotel, its own sheriff's office, everything you need. And back in the early days of silent film, you could actually film 6 westerns at the same time because you didn't have to worry about the sound carrying over into the other production. Well, let me show you how we can really make up these sets to a really cool western showdown.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.
I hear this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Oh, you can count on it, Fallon. Then get.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
That is one crazy horse right there. Is it born that way, half black, half white? Or they just painted it? I don't know. Now we're going to give you an up-close look at our old Mexico sets where we filmed that really cool scene from Hop that I was telling you about before. Here it is.
You're about to be crowned the Easter Bunny. Look, Dad, I want to drum in a band. I want to see the world. Phoebe, the Easter Bunny sees every country in one night. Oh, really, Dad? What about China? Oh,
Right there and right here on the left, you'll see these archways right here. Just tweak them around a little bit. It'll look like China for the scene from Hop.
It's Candywood!
Right, so we haven't cracked China yet.
Again, so much saved on travel costs. It's all done right here. Didn't have to fly everyone over to China just to get one scene. Really cost efficient. I liked it. Now we're going to go on a nice little mini vacation here on the tour. We're going to pay a visit to a nice town called Amity Island. I'm sure some of you have heard of Amity Island before. Yes, we have had some shark problems in the past, but no problems anymore. Finally caught the shark. You're going to see him hanging up here on the right. Not going to bother anybody anymore. Just to play it safe, though, we got my buddy George in the water right now doing one last check of the area. So if you see any bubbles in the water, don't panic. That's just George. He's a really friendly guy. He'll probably... There he is. There's George. And that's another shark. That's not good. It's actually heading towards George. Excuse me one second. Well, he had a lot of guts to be out there, ladies and gentlemen. And there they all are. It's gross. Now, we should be safe as long as everyone on the tram remains seated and we stay out of the water. You know, people go on the tram goes in the water, sharks in the water. Our shark. So, we're going to play it safe right here behind these flammable gas tanks. Much safer here. Now, I do think we're actually safer from the shark right now. I think sharks are afraid of fire. You know, fire is an H2O with water, sharks live in water, so it kind of makes sense in a weird way. Alright, everybody, let's give it up for Bruce, the mechanical shark from the hit film Jaws. Did a great job scaring everybody on the tram today. He didn't do such a great job with Jaws, though. He was still new to the industry. He didn't exactly perform up to task.
That's much of the line shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, "The shark is not working." Repeat, "The shark is not working."
We just waited around. We just waited. The shark worked well enough. For a while there, it had the biggest hit of all time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
That right there, folks, is a photo you frame and put up on the wall. That's a keeper right there. It's like the ultimate souvenir from the production, I think. Now, I know when I was growing up, I always thought the shark's name was Jaws, but it turns out it's Bruce. You see, director Steven Spielberg decided to name his vicious, man-eating shark after his lawyer. I'm sure his lawyer didn't mind at all, though. Jaws enjoyed enormous success. It's considered the first summer blockbuster of all time, and for a while was one of the highest-grossing films of all time, until about 2 years later, when another summer blockbuster burst on the scene, Star Wars, from director George Lucas. But thankfully, George Lucas and Steven Spielberg are good friends. They even teamed up to bring us the Indiana Jones film series, so there's no competition between them there. They're really good buddies. And right now we're leaving Amity Island behind, and we're making our way towards one of the most desirable addresses in Hollywood, Wisteria Lane, from the hit ABC series Desperate Housewives. So get those cameras ready, folks. We're about to make a nice left-hand turn onto Wisteria Lane. And it's a really nice town, too. Really nice neighborhood. I think you guys are going to like this place a lot. Here we go. Our first housewife, Gabrielle, played by actress Eva Longoria. She lives in the first yellow house coming up here on the left-hand side. It's a really nice house. I like this house a lot, especially the front lawn right here. It's got a beautiful flower arrangement. She's got a really good gardener doing work on her lawn. Very nice job. 2 doors down from Gabrielle, also on the left, also in the yellow house, lives Susan, played by Terry Hatcher. Then if we go across the street inside this big blue house here on the right, that's where Bree lives, played by Marcia Cross. And right back over to the left in this greenhouse, that's where Lynette lives, played by Felicity Huffman. Not too much happening inside these houses, though. They're primarily used as exterior sets, with the majority of the interiors filmed inside sound stages on the front lot. But there is a notable exception to this rule. Vanessa Williams' character Renee, who lives at the very end of Wisteria Lane, inside this lovely pink house here on the right. Her house is what we call a practical set here in Hollywood, which means that we can fully furnish that house inside if we want to, so we can film inside, outside, wherever we want to for that house in particular.
Well,
very practical.
Well, Where?
Now, back before the Housewives moved in on the block, this area was called Colonial Street.